All right, man. We live here with Captain Redbeard and the G-Men, and we talking OFG XP1 football, Madden 15, all day, all the time. And we're gonna talk junk about a couple of these teams. We're gonna talk junk about a couple of these teams. And I mean, you got to start off with the Super Bowl champs for right off the bat.
Hey, do what you got to say, baby.
All right, Seattle, since you the coach and host, what's up, man? How your team so good? What's going on?
Man, trades, baby. Trades, man. I see everybody saying adapt. I got to adapt on offense, but see, I don't play that way. Defense need to adapt to me. As people know, I run the same offense almost every game, every league. Why can't I get stopped?
Oh wow. That's some big ego, man. That's a big ego, but I mean, you can't deny what the team's doing right now. 32 points a game on offense, #1 rushing league in the league, almost 150 yards a game, and the #1 overall defense. I mean, you know what you're doing, man. I told you in private messages I thought you was the best GM in the league right now.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of us. I think the Bills are up there.
You think the Bills up there?
I think the Bills got a squad.
Hacksaw's made some good trades, man. Getting Josh Gordon last year was big, man. Or the first season, our first season.
Yeah, first. He hasn't done nothing recently.
Yeah. Well, I think he took him a little bit to get over E.J. Manuel, but you see he's starting to come around now. Couple of big wins. He's 8.
What is that? Is that his rookie QB? That Hart guy?
Yeah. He's got him ready to roll. That high-power passing attack. So he's coming around. But, I mean, I can't deny your GM skills, man. I mean, what you're doing out there, you're going to end up with two top picks this year, first-round picks, man.
Maybe 3. I'm working on that deal with that receiver.
Yeah, I know it, man. You might end up with 3. So you're doing some good things, man. But that Seattle team is for real, man.
You know what the key was? I'll say the key right now, Ali. That key was trading Wilson.
You think so?
Well, the only reason is Wilson. I was gonna have to tie up $23 million a year in him. With 23 mil, I can sign a lot of players and bring them up.
Yeah, you got a young team too, man. I mean, you got to
trade all my old guys so people can't say it's Seattle. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my rep up there.
Try to get your rep up a little bit, man. You got them playing good, man, but that defense is something serious, man.
Yeah.
Reeves, Sherman on the outside. You got Reeves playing slot sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a tough matchup, man. You got a good tough matchup. I think you in the running for that second championship, but somebody's on your heels in your own division, so that's all you need to know.
With 4 losses, I don't know. They gotta come to Seattle again now. They haven't played it yet.
Yeah, we on your heels. We're not thinking the division. You gonna have the division. We thinking playoffs. We want to get healthy.
You gotta make it there, buddy.
Huh?
You gotta make it there now.
We gotta make it there. That's right. But we get healthy. We come into the playoffs. Last year we wasn't healthy. We also starting quarterback, starting running back, going into the playoffs. So we wasn't ready for last year. But this year we get healthy. We're gonna give Seattle a run, but it's some tough teams out there. Who's your surprise teams in these divisions right now? Who you looking at that you think could be a problem in the NFC and the AFC?
NFC, my biggest thing is the Bucks are pulling away. It was between the Saints and the Bucks, but the Saints have taken a couple big losses. But then the AFC. The Patriots are right up there against the Bills. Patriots got some good squad. And I know that the Chiefs, and that's another GM. That he's done good. He got a lot of young players on his team.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs, San Diego, I mean, he beat them twice, but the Chiefs got to play a couple hard teams left. So let's see.
Yeah,
Houston and Tennessee are close. They're both at 7-5. That can go anywhere. Indianapolis is only at 6-6, so that division is way up in the air. Pittsburgh can come back. They're only down by 2. And then Man, Redskins got healthy, and look what happened. They're back on their roll.
Back on their roll.
RG3 and Jack are back, and he's just tearing it up again.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. The Chiefs right now, they got some tough games. They got the Saints, which is going to be the game of the week. We'll talk about that. They got the Bucks after that, and they got the Titans 3 straight games. So those are 3 straight tough games for them. But I think it's a good test for them to see if they're for real, and see if we can see if they go 16-0. They win those 3, they go 16-0 to me.
Yeah, no, yeah. Just like if I win my next 2, I put you back in 2 games. It's done.
It's done. So that's why I said I wasn't really, thinking about the division right now. I'm a realist. I know. Let's get in the playoffs. Let's make a run. Get healthy. We lost our back for a couple games, so I just want to get the playoffs, get healthy. Huh?
When's he coming back for you?
He should be back the last week of the season. Our last game.
All right.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get healthy, but, I agree. I think in the AFC right now, the Chiefs, I just don't have any flaws with them right now on both sides of the ball. I mean, their offense is just off the chart, and the defense is as good to match. It's really kind of crazy. Their numbers are just insane. 405 yards a game with this Madden is insane right now. Top 5 in both the run and pass on offense. Top 5 against the run and pass on defense. I mean.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So 39 points a game and only giving up 14 points a game. They're winning blowouts, and in the AFC. So we could have a rematch. Is looking like in the AFC possibly. If I let you
call it right now. I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna be cocky. I'm gonna call it out.
You will call it out right now?
I'm gonna call it out right now.
What you got for me, Captain Redbeard? Go ahead. What you got? What you call it?
Seattle and Buffalo, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't realize Chiefs. Jamal Charles out for the season.
Yeah. That's like I said. The next 3 games is going to be a measuring stick on how good they really are. So I don't know. They might be good in the AFC. Maybe they're not ready for the NFC. We're gonna find out.
Nah, they haven't played nobody in the NFC.
That's true. That's why they're about to see if they. NFC is battle tested, so we got to see if they are battle tested in the AFC.
Nah, for real though, NFC. I think any of the top 6 can take it in the NFC. In the NFC, you got to go through Brandon. The Redskins. And like I brought up. The Bucks, and I didn't know this, but Atlanta's winning that division. But they got to come to Seattle, so I ain't worried about them.
Yeah, Atlanta wins games though. They're tough. The Bucks are tough, and the Saints are tough. We lost to the Saints a couple weeks ago in a tough game. So the Saints are tough, Bucks are tough. Redskins are always tough every year. Brandon's got to get over that hump. He's stuck on that hump right there. He's Keep really good in the regular season, like Peyton Manning, really good in the regular season, and then melt down in the playoffs.
Well, he played Seattle the last 2 years, so
Oh, okay, all right. So that's what it is. Is that what it is? All right. I got you. Well, we'll see what happens. I think that it's going to be really close. I'm calling cards in the NFC. I gotta stick with the Cardinals. We're 10-2.
You gotta stick with your team.
We're 10-2. We have the number 2 defense in the league. We had the number 3 rushing attack before our back went down. So I'm calling cards. Coming out of the NFC, of course. But if not, I have to go with Seattle reluctantly. But in the AFC, I'm getting back on the Browns bandwagon, man.
Yeah.
James got him playing well again. Last year he took a couple of tough losses early in the year. Really couldn't get things going. Still made it to the championship game, I believe. So, this year he's back on the roll. He's got his team playing well, running the ball well, 7th in the league in rushing, and playing pretty good defense, 4th in the league in points per game given up. So, I got to get back on the Browns. I think they're going to be tough in the playoffs. And when the playoffs come around, if you can run the ball, you good to go. And I think without Jamal Charles, the Chiefs, it's going to be hard for them to win in the playoffs without Jamal Charles. Trying to throw the ball. So, I'm gonna go with them out of the Browns out of the AFC.
No, I like it. They good. I like that, especially now the Chiefs. That's a big injury.
Yeah,
but they're going to be battle tested. Last 3 games are the Steelers, who are 9-4. They got to play the Chargers, and they got to play the Patriots. So they're going to have to earn the spot.
Yeah, they're gonna have to earn it too. So it's gonna be pretty good. What you got for another topic, man?
Well, let's go with MVP. Let's go with mid-season MVP.
All right.
Who you got?
I mean,
on the offense side of the ball.
I mean, it's again, man. I hate that you're in my division, but Aiden Lacy is 1,400 yards, 19 touchdowns. He's doing some incredible numbers. 5.9 yards a carry. It's got to be Eddie Lacy right now. It's got to be Eddie Lacy. You got to put him up there. Who you got?
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but I mean, at least as far as statistically, Lacy got it. But I like the Saints rookie QB is nice. Newton, even though Cam's finally coming around for Adam.
Yeah.
And, my bad with the dogs.
That's all right.
But yeah, the NFC. I mean, I hate to say it, but Lacy probably gonna run away with it. I mean, you look at the carries and workload. He does a lot for us. But I just saw. I can't remember who it is. It's Sellers or something. He just pulled ahead of me for most carries and everything.
Yeah, Vondre Sellers here.
Yeah, but he's still like 400 yards behind me.
Yeah, he's a workhorse, man. I'm looking at his yards now, his game logs, and let's see. He's had over 20 carries in every game except week 1 and week 4. Every game he's had at least 20 carries. He's a workhorse. He's a workhorse, but Lacy is what drives the Seattle team. You got defense, and then you can run the ball. It's a bad combination right now. Alfred Morris could catch you. Brandon is deadly with the running game.
Oh yeah.
So Alfred Morris is right there behind you. But
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's probably going to come down to the running game. Matt Hart throwing up a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, but the interceptions will just kill it. 27 picks for him, so that's just too much.
Yeah.
To me to garner MVP consideration. So.
You gotta go ahead. My bad.
No, I mean that's just too many yards. You might could say Demetrius Mosley, the receiver out of Tennessee. He's got some big numbers, but right now it's got to be Lacy right now because Lacy's on pace for at least 1,800 yards, 1,900 yards. So
yeah, depends on how much I'm rushing.
Yeah, so if he stays healthy, man, he might run away with it, which would be his second MVP, right?
My second MVP, I don't, man. Oh, for Lacy? Oh, for me personally.
Yeah, you personally, from your seat.
This year would be my second, but I did it with Lynch in last year's Madden back-to-back when I won the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Lynch got him twice.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to do a little segment here. We're going to do contender or pretender. We're going to make some people mad and some people happy. So let's see who we got as a contender and pretender. So I'll call out a team. You tell me pretender or contender. All right. 8-4 Atlanta Falcons.
Dang. I'm saying pretender.
Pretender?
Protender.
Yeah. I mean, why? Why you feel that way?
I'm going to look at their schedule real quick, but they got to go to Seattle or Seattle comes to them. You said Atlanta Falcons, correct?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me look real quick just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they go to Seattle, then they play the Bucks, and then they play the Saints, and then they play the Rams, but I don't care about the Rams. Right. But that 3 games right there, if they get those 2-3 games, at least win 2 out of 3, they're contenders. Mm-hmm. But I don't see them I mean, they lost to the Packers. They lost to they already lost to the Bucks this year. Man, they lost to the Cardinals. So I don't know what's going on with them.
Right.
The Cardinals beat them, and I don't know what they're thinking.
All right. Well, I'm gonna agree with you. We're gonna make Brian mad, but pretenders. They've only beaten one team with a winning record already this season. They're in the bottom half of the league in offense, so both running and passing. They're only scoring 21 points a game and winning and stopping with 18 points a game. So they're only winning games by 3 points. Pretender. That's a pretender team. So, but when the playoffs happen,
I do have a correction stat.
Go ahead. What you got?
They beat the Chargers and they beat the Saints.
Okay, I'm sorry. 2 teams.
They blew out the Saints.
2 teams will win a record. That's a division game. I don't count that. Division games, anybody can win. Anybody can win. All right, let's see. Who else? Who else are we going to make mad or happy? All right. Contender or pretender? Patriots.
Ooh. I like him. I like what he's done with the team. He got away with some big he threw away his team almost pretty much. Trading Gronk away, Revis.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at his the last 5 teams or 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
He got the Bills, the Steelers, the Bills again. He got to play the Bills twice, and the Dolphins and Browns. He's losing it. I say pretender.
Pretender, yeah. I don't even see him with that schedule making the playoffs. Beating the Bills twice. I think the Steelers are coming around. That's gonna be tough. And we both played him in back-to-back weeks, so he had a tough. Well, not back-to-back weeks. I think it was in like 2 week or 2 game span. But he has good defense. I mean, the Pats have good defense, or at least in the game I played. But the offense, again, everything middle of the pack with the team on stats, scoring 27 points a game, which is good, but giving up 21 points a game. So those 2 numbers aren't going to be able to get you into the playoffs. So I'm going to have to go with you on the pretender one right there, too. All right, let's see. Let's do one more team here. All right. Let's do the Buffalo Bills. Contender. And you picked them to win the Super Bowl, so you feel like a contender, right?
Yeah, I think they're definitely a contender, especially looking at their record. I mean, left they got the Patriots, they got the Cardinals, they got the Patriots, and they got the Rams and the Ravens. I don't know the Ravens. I don't know what their record is, but I think he has. I think he might split with the Patriots, and I think that's going to be a good matchup with you guys. I don't know who to pick out of you guys, but I think he gets in the playoffs by winning the division. And then the thing about Brock, though, he admits it. It's what he says. He dominates he's like a Peyton Manning. He dominates the regular season, but he folds in the preseason.
Yep. And I put him contender maybe.
All right.
Because he's got to run the ball more, and I know that's an offensive style, but I'm telling you, I haven't seen a passing team win the playoffs yet since I've been on online leagues anywhere. If you can't run the ball well in the playoffs, because you're going to face teams, you're going to face guys that know how to slow you down, know how to stop the pass, so you have to be balanced. So if he can do those things, he should be good. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. He's number 1 passing offense and 21st in rushing. So, the numbers speak for themselves. But the defense is, he's 6th in the defense, 9th in points. So, I mean, that's contender-like. But like Peyton Manning, he's got to perform in the playoffs. So, we'll see what happens in the playoffs. And he's got a pretty good schedule coming up. So, that's going to speak some volumes on his contender status. He's got the Patriots. Division games are always tough. He's got the Cardinals. He's got the Patriots again. So that's going to be tough. So those next 3 games is going to really tell how Barack could come around on that team. But if he can't run the ball in the playoffs, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But that's just me. That's how I see it. So, but
every team that's won it in OFG Xbox One has been able to run the ball, from what I remember.
Some of the top running teams. Every team that we have on our list has been some of the top running teams. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he breaks the mold with his high-powered offense, his greatest show on turf imitation over there in Buffalo. So we'll see what happens. What you got? You got anything else?
I do. Let me find it real quick. I had one more thing.
Okay.
My phone acting out now. Actually, I don't remember what it was. Shoot. So we never went for. I got one team. I want to talk about one team. I want to talk about the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm not gonna blast them.
Okay.
But I've had some people PM me.
Yeah.
And question.
Okay.
And are the Chiefs for real with their gameplay, or what do you think? Let's go Stephen A. Smith style.
Stephen A. Smith style. Well, I think.
Or you think they're unsound? What? I mean, what's your opinion?
I watched a couple games, and they seem to be part of the whole revolution, the shotgun revolution or the pistol offense revolution. So they seem to be part of that. I haven't exactly gotten any complaints, but when the numbers are like I said, are pretty outrageous. For this Madden. So I don't know. I mean, if some people feel like it's some cheese maybe there, maybe a little bit of cheeses, maybe a little bit of macaroni and cheese going on in Kansas City, but the numbers are pretty outrageous, and it comes with the territory of winning. People are going to complain, but I guess that's a great question though. Maybe we can have him on the show. Maybe he can explain a little bit.
Yeah, defend himself.
Yeah, and see if he can explain what's going on here. But he's got some good games coming up in the next couple weeks. I know he played the Chargers a couple weeks ago, and the Chargers threw it 90 times and ran it once, or something like that. It was something.
That is true.
It was something.
The Patriots only by 3, so that maybe the Patriots had his number. They know what they're doing. That's Spygate working for him.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm not necessarily going to call him out on any kind of play, because like I said, I haven't heard any complaints. But some people might look at it. Whenever you have a team 11-0, people are going to come out the wood and say, "How is he 11-0?" And they're going to look at that. So we'll see what happens. But without Jamal Charles, I don't care what kind of cheese you got. You can't replace that. So that's going to be kind of tough.
I don't know, baby. I want it with Jamal or with Michaels last year. I won the Super Bowl, and then he got hurt for the Super Bowl, and I came in with my third string Turbin. So I'm gonna throw that out there that it could be had. Turbin had like 20 carries for 160 yards in the Super Bowl.
Are you throwing that out there? That Turbin's on the block already?
Oh no, we re-signed him as our little backup.
Okay.
I even re-signed Michael, just to back up Lacey. But I'm just saying, I like Davis. Davis is tight, and he even said that on the league that Davis is going to step up. It's just Davis don't have the screen plays that the agility that Charles does. But I'm not calling out him cheese either. I watched a couple games, and I don't think it's cheese. Like he explained to me when I asked him what he thinks, and he says he can't help it when defense throws his defenders the ball because he has a lot of interceptions. I think he might lead the league in interceptions. But he's right, and then offense is one thing, in my opinion, in Madden, is in subbing at your quarterback and your receivers and stuff. But defense, if they throw me the ball, I'm gonna try to score. I don't care what the score is. Unless it's like 5 seconds left in the game. But it's Madden. We all gotta remember it's Madden. I've seen 28-point deficits happen in 5 minutes. Come back.
You're absolutely right on that. And I watched some games. He might be one of the better user defenders with his middle linebacker that I've seen in a long time.
I agree with you. I haven't played everybody in this league, but of the people that I've played with, he is the best middle linebacker user I have seen in this game. As far as actually probably here, and what I've seen in OFG original. Not a lot of people can use their middle linebacker like he does. That's good.
It's tough. The middle linebacker is tough to use, because guys, you see them zigzagging all over the field, not really in their zone. But I watched his game against the Chargers. And, I mean, you couldn't even throw across the middle. His linebacker was there. So, that some people might get mad or upset about that. But, the one thing I always say, especially with Madden, is it is still a video game, but also it does still give you that chess match that, okay, if this guy's going to use his middle linebacker like this how I'm going to attack it, this how I'm going to attack it. Just because he's taking away the middle doesn't mean the rest of the field is gone. You got to really get in your playbook and figure it out. So I think people get stuck on, because it's taken away, he might be cheesing. No, it's, let me go to another play that's going to work. Okay, I can't throw to my receiver today, but guess what? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So I think guys get caught up in oh, he stopped me, he must be cheating. No, it's, let me see what he's doing. Oh, he's using the middle linebacker really good? Well, let me play action and see how quick he is with it. Let me see if I can get him off. And if not, he's just really good.
Right. Yeah, he was pretty dominant in the play. He was blowing people out in the playoffs. And then I'm not going to brag, but he did come to Seattle, and Seattle shut that down. He don't like playing Seattle.
I mean, it was a good game. It was a tough game. The fourth quarter, though, you guys just kind of leaned on him.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. So.
I mean, okay, last thing I'll bring up, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to say the top two, if it's close in the divisions, who's number one and number two, and see if, I want you to tell me if they can keep it or lose it.
Okay.
AFC North. Browns 10-2, Steelers 8-4.
Browns at 10-2. They're battle tested, man. He's 3 straight playoff appearances. It's gonna be his 3rd straight playoff appearance. So Browns at 10-2.
I agree with you. This is the good one right here. I like to see it. I like this right here. AFC South. This division, not with the records, but just as I guess with the records, but it reminds me of the NFC East in original. But Texans 7-5, Texans are number 1 at 7-5, Titans are 7-5, and the Colts are 6-6.
I tell you what, the Colts and the Texans, Hunter's got a good squad. He's got them playing pretty good, and the Colts are pretty good defensively. Last year they were really good. I think they were in the top 5. This year they're number 10 on the defense. So I'm a defense guy, so I like defense. So actually the Texans are 9th in defense too, but they're 30th in offense. Yeah. That's going to be tough to finish up the season if they can't pick up the offense. If they're just leaning on defense, it's going to be tough. Let me see if they play each other. Let me see the Colts and Texans, what their records looking like. Okay, yeah, they already matched up against each other early in the year. So, but the Colts look like they did just beat the Titans, and they just beat the Lions in back-to-back weeks. They got the Vikings, who I played earlier today, and really good defense. New guy Zachary's got that defense is pretty tough, so he might be able to turn that team around next year. They got the Bears again, they got the Titans again, and then they got the Brothers Bowl, Charles and John Reed, in the end of the year. So they got a tough schedule, but I think that division, like you said, is one of those divisions, whoever come out of there, they're just happy to get out of there because they beat up on each other pretty good in there. But I like the Colts. I think they're gonna make a run.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you. Texans have the best overall chance. I looked at the Texans. They have to play the Chargers, but then they play the Dolphins and the Titans and Jags, I believe. So they have the better opportunity. Their fate is in their hands. Let me put it that way.
Right.
All right. AFC East. You got the Bills 8-3, and you got the Pats at 7-4. The key to this is the next 2 out of 3 games play each other.
Yeah, in both games, I'm telling you right now, play game of the week. Both of those games. So they're gonna be some battles right there.
Y'all hear that, Sean and
Yeah.
Brock? Come on, Jim.
Game of the week.
Broadcasted.
Yeah, get y'all broadcast game up. Let's get these so we can see these games. But yeah, that's gonna be tough because, like I said, I played the Patriots. They have really good defense, really good defense. And then you got the number one offense, unarguably the number one offense in the Bills. So that's gonna be a good matchup. I can't wait to see those guys play next week, or they play this week, right? This week. So yeah, we still got them coming up. So game of the week, we need that broadcasted. Rock, let's go.
My key is Patriots. The Patriots want to win. They got to run the ball. AP got to be able to run the ball. AP can't run. Bills are gonna throw all over him.
Bills gonna throw all over them. So yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a big game. If the Bills win it, they got a little bit of elbow room. You know, 2-game lead on a 3-game lead on the division. So yeah, that'll be tough. So we'll see what happens.
I got the Bills just because, like I said, I got them going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
AFC West. Oh, here we go. The Chiefs 11-0 and the Chargers 8-3. Chargers and Chiefs already played twice, so obviously the Chiefs are more likely, unless the Chiefs just tank it the next 5 games.
Yeah.
You know, Chiefs are going to stay.
Yeah, Chiefs are still going to stay, but they got the next 3 games are tough games. You know, they're not no pushovers. So we're going to see without Jamal Charles, can Glennon really get the team over the hump. I mean, he got the Saints, he got the Bucks, and the Titans right in a row. So that's going to be pretty tough. And I think if they get past those 3 games, I think 1, they go undefeated, and then 2, I think they might be definitely in play. I picked the Browns out of the AFC, but I may change it in a couple of weeks because I have the right to. So,
I think, by the way, the Chiefs and the Saints are playing. I think they might be possibly playing at 1:32 in the morning.
Oh man, I'm too old to be up that time.
No, I know that, but Josh, he archives his thing, so it'll be a definite watch tomorrow.
Oh, sweet, yeah, I'll definitely check that out tomorrow.
Unless it's a blowout, then I really wouldn't care. But I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I'm picking the Saints.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Saints too. I played the Saints, man, and Andre's got a good team. He's got their team playing well, and he gave me some rough battles, and we lost. We couldn't. I think we lost by 3, but his offense, he knows how to put points on the board. So.
Yeah, Andre, in my personal Madden opinion, my user opinion, he uses more of his receivers and not focuses on Jimmy Graham. He won't lose. You take away Graham, his number 1 weapon, that's where he struggles. But if he can learn to use his receivers, that kid could be deadly.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we didn't have too many problems with Graham when we played. It was actually the receivers that was giving us a lot of problems.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when we played. I mean, it was a good defense. It was actually a defensive battle, even though he's near the bottom of the league in defense. But, yeah.
Is he the one that knocked out Tate?
No, he didn't knock out Tate. Who did we play last week? Knocked out Tate. But yeah, when we played him, let me see here. It was the Eagles knocked out. No, I'm sorry, the Vikings knocked out. Oh, the Eagles knocked out Ben Tate.
Okay.
So yeah, that was tough. We played him. Actually, it was 21-14 when we played, and Jimmy Graham had. Let's see here. 2 catches in our game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham had 2 catches. He had actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different receivers catch balls in that game. So that was actually a pretty tough game. Actually, myself, I threw the ball 42 times, so that was a wrestling. Yeah, that was a disaster. 42.
That's where you say you don't got Tate? You're going to be a throwing machine now, Ali?
Well, that's what I was saying. He played good defense. 15 carries, 32 yards for Ben Tate. So I had to throw the ball a lot in that game to get him from blitzing or playing the run so much. And 42 times led to 3 interceptions. He's not going to win too many games. So, yeah. So he played good defense in that game. I'm not sure what's happened to him over the last couple of games.
Right.
He's regressed a little bit, but his defense is, bottom of the league. But if he can get that turned around and play the defense he played when we played, yeah, he can definitely win his division easily and beat the Chiefs coming up.
I agree with you 100%. I like that division too, especially with Falcons came out of nowhere. I think last year they made some big trades with the Chiefs to get their middle line, Derek Johnson and stuff. I thought they'd do good last year, and they never did. But this year, it's all coming together for them. That division's tight. That division, the Bucs, the Saints, and the Falcons. All right, NFC North. We got the Bears at 7-4, and the Packers at 6-5.
I'm gonna have to go with the Bears. Dante got the team playing good. They're a well-built team. They're top 10 in offense, top 10 in defense. So, only thing that worries me, they score 26 points a game, but they give up 20 points a game. Yeah. So they're playing a lot of close games. But I'm looking at their numbers now. Shaq Evans, 62 catches, 1,100 yards, 9 TDs. Alshon Jeffrey, 8 TDs. So they got some ballers on that team. So I'm going to have to stick with the division leaders right now in the Bears.
Yeah, I got the Bears. I do got the Bears. Dante, he got that team in the right direction. He's young too. He got some young players. Picked up that quarterback and that running back in the draft. And I don't know, wasn't he on auto a couple games this last week? He got those losses or auto or no?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't know. I know in original he was on auto. He had some stuff last week going on, but yeah, I think he'll turn it around. He's deadly too to see. I mean, I've been playing with him for 6 years, so I've seen him go undefeated with Baltimore with the Ravens. That's his normal team, but he good player. All right, NFC South. We just talked about this. This is another good one, and I hate to say it, but I'm going to give Adam some love, some MIB.
Go ahead.
You got the Falcons at 8-4. You got the Bucs at 7-4. You got the Saints at 6-5, and you got the Panthers right there at 5-6.
I mean, it's almost like real life. That it's up in the air right now.
You just won't have a losing record of getting into the playoffs.
Right. But it could be. And we call the Falcons pretenders, so I think the Bucs are a little bit more prepared than the Falcons. We could be wrong, but I think the Bucs and Adam, what do you want? I think 3 games last year, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so he's got that team turned all the way around, so he's got to get a little bit of love. But we got to get that defense up, Adam. 30th in the league on defense. That's not going to work, man. MIB is about defense, so he's got to have.
Well, I'll tell you what. He played me the other night, and I was worried there for a little bit till I had to gather myself. It was close.
Yeah.
It was close, and then I beat him 30-17. But yeah, and I was looking at the schedule. I hope he could do it, but he won't be able to. He got the Chargers. He got the Rams, which he'll win. The 49ers are up and down. I just blew them out 41-0, but they beat you.
Yeah.
And then, it was a close game from what I saw by score. I think he beat you by 3. I don't know how close that was. If he ended up winning the game at the end or he was up the whole time. And then he got
to return for a touchdown.
At the end?
Yep.
Oh, all right. And then he got to finish against the Chiefs and the Bucs. So I hate to say it, Adam. I wish you were there. There might be love, but it ain't gonna happen.
But you know what? He's got that team turned around now.
So
I think he's on the right. He's got LaShawn McCoy on the team. So he's got that team turned around. And when I played him earlier this year, and sorry about the cold pizza, man. He had to eat cold pizza after he had to lose to me, then eat cold pizza. That's just some bad way to go. But with LaShawn McCoy, he's got a good young receiver to build around. He's got Cam Newton playing well. Now he focus on defense next year. Build somebody around Kuechly. They'll be all right. So we're gonna give Adam a little bit of love on the show. But next year,
Seahawks appreciate that first pick, though. I appreciate it. Top 10. We didn't lose. Get that top 10.
Oh man,
appreciate that.
Rusty, GM of the year. All right, Rusty, come on, bring me with the division so we can talk about it. Come on.
No. Oh, we got it. No, we still got one more. NFC East.
Okay, all right. NFC
We got
East.
the Redskins at 8-3, and we got the Eagles at 6-4.
The Eagles at 6-4. I just played the Eagles, and you know they were tough. That game came down to a couple of plays late in that game. But you know, Brandon's controlling that division right now. He's going to control it for some time because he's really good with the running the ball, and now he's followed up with some defense this year. So fourth in the league in defense. I mean, third in scoring defense. You know, fifth in the league in offense. So he's still got it going, man. So it's his division to lose, but the Eagles are still in play. At 6-4-1, they're still in play right now. So I'm gonna give the Redskins a division, but I think the Eagles, couple of wins down the stretch, they could still get in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think what I saw, at least on Daddy League, but Daddy League, I don't know if you noticed, but Daddy League ain't the same as the game, which come when the playoff picture actually happens. But
yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah.
What's gonna kill the Eagles? They got a tie. I didn't see that till just now. They tied somebody, so that tie could hurt them. You know, because I think I'm just putting it out there. We'll talk about it, but because we're going on, I agree with you. I'll agree with you. The Redskins got that division. Now the NFC West.
Yes, sir.
Now
yeah.
The Eagles.
What's up?
Cardinals at 10-2. Yeah. They play Seattle twice. If Seattle beats them twice, they fighting for a playoff spot against the Eagles and whoever else.
True. So we got to win one. We got to split with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Split with the Eagles.
You can still win the division.
That's the goal. I mean, we want to get in the playoffs healthy, but we gotta split with the Seahawks too. I mean, shoot, looking at our schedule, man, if we make the playoffs, we'll be ready. We got the Bills, we got you twice, and we got the Bucks.
Ooh,
last 4 games.
I like that. I don't think you got a shot, baby.
You don't think I got a shot?
I don't know.
I'm glad to hear it. That's what we need on the team. We need somebody to not believe in us. That's why
right. The Bills going to the Super Bowl. So then you got to play them next week.
I'm going to tell you what we did with this team this year. We got one of the best offensive lines in the game. Flat out, none. To get Ben Tate going.
But Lacey's leading the league in rushing, so I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
He's leading the league in rushing. He's a little bit, you know, we're a little bit conventional when it comes to running. We want to run out of I formation, single back. You know, so we don't get as much spreadness as the pistol and the shotguns. So
really?
You know, I'm just saying that's what it is, you know. But
you might want to go watch you might want to go watch my archives. I run a lot out of single back now.
I'll check it out. But you know what, Lacey, you're a good runner with the running back. So I don't think it's just pistol. You're really good. Same thing with Brandon. I've seen him. He runs a lot out of that, but you know, I've seen him run right out of I formation and run really well. So, you know, I don't think it's just the pistol, but the pistol helps make you that much better at running the ball. But, you know, we doing pretty good. We got a really good offensive line. You know, we got some young receivers. And we still got Patrick Peterson shutting people out. He had 2 picks today in my game. So we got some players. You know, it's just really, and we got the number 2 defense in the league, by the way.
Oh, so, do you?
Yes, the number 2 defense.
Who are you behind? I don't know.
Well, you know, the Seattle Seahawks got the number 1 defense. But we got the number 1 pass defense in the league. So we still got the number one. So, and we only held, and actually we may have the number 1 defense next week because we held Minnesota to, I think, 130 yards the whole game today. So, and 23-0, by the way, for the Cards. So, you know, it's going to be tough. But if you win our first matchup, which is going to be tough without Ben Tate, then because I'm not going to just swing it out there. I got my receivers too young, you know. So we'll see what happens. I'm not going to give you my all game plan, but we always split one. I didn't have Ben Tate last year when we played it when I beat you. So.
Yeah, because I think I knocked him out very first play of the game.
Very first play of the game, knocked him out.
But you want to bring up last year? What won that game with you first game? What won that game?
I can't remember that game too much. What won that?
A kickoff return and a punt return.
That's right, and your rookie quarterback was terrible.
Yeah, but you beat me by 10. You beat me by 10. Take away those special teams, and it's over.
You threw Russell Wilson back in that game real quick.
Right? Yeah, I remember that now. That's right.
Yeah,
and then I traded you.
You threw Russell Wilson in after 3 interceptions. You threw him in the first 2 quarters. You threw him in.
That's right.
After that. Yep. So.
Yeah, and then I kicked him to the curve. Got stuff out of it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that'll be your pass defense. You say number 1, but Bill's got the number 1 pass offense, I believe, and you play them next.
So we got a challenge. We're gonna challenge these next couple games. We're gonna find out about ourselves.
Cover 3 zone.
Huh?
Cover 3 zone?
Cover 3 zone? You know what? My cover 3 zone has been getting tore up lately, so I had to go away from it. The last cover 3 zone I played was when I played Wayne in the playoffs, and he just blacked out on me with his offense. So I think I stopped playing it as much in that game. I mean, he just blacked out. I lost the game like 40-10 or something crazy like that. So that was it. That with that cover 3 zone, I got to switch it up for now. So, but I got some tricks in the bag as always when we play.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's dangerous. I'm surprised. Like I said, I'm surprised you lost to. Not no disrespect for you, Texas, but I'm surprised you lost to them. At least give up 37 points. That's a lot of points for Cardinals to give up.
Yeah, we don't normally give up that many points, so we had a couple tough games. We have them wingers in there. The Niners game, I mean, Donald came to play. Rev, he came to play that game. Patrick Willis like a one-man wrecking crew. So he literally started the game with an interception, and ended with an interception touchdown, and then ended the game with a fumble, making my receiver fumble on the last-minute drive. He literally took the game away from us in 2 plays. So, but we'll be all right, man. I like playing tough teams going into the playoffs because it gives us a chance to see if we're ready or not. So we'll see what happens.
And the NFC, I'm gonna call this out, and I think you agree with me. The NFC is a lot tougher than the AFC.
Are you saying that the AFC is not as good as the NFC?
I'm calling it now.
Are you calling it out?
You ain't gonna mess me up.
Hey, anybody from the AFC, you want to come on the show and rep your division, your conference? We're welcome to have you. But I have to agree, the NFC all day long, no questions asked. That's all we got. That's all we got. Well, Rustin, thank you for joining me, man.
Sir.
We'll probably do this in another week, get a playoff preview going, and
get some, see who wants to get on this show with us.
Yeah, anybody's invited, and we'll get it going.
All right, this is Captain Redbeard signing off.
The G-Man, later.
Peace.